Hello and welcome to VNA News Daily Bulletin. Coming up next, we have your top stories. Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng meets Hanoi voters. Vietnam raises anti-dumping duties on cold rolled steel. Danish picture books displayed in Hanoi. Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and other candidates running for seats in the 14th National Assembly presented their action plans while meeting with voters in Ba Đình, Hoàn Kiếm and Tây Hồ districts of Hanoi on May 6th to 7th. At the meetings, voters appreciated the action plans of the candidates and discussed a range of issues such as food safety, healthcare, educational reform, eco-environmental protection, and corruption prevention. They expressed their hope that the 14th legislature will continue improving itself to build a socialist state ruled by law and of the people, by the people, and for the people. The legislative body is expected to intensify supervision over important projects and programs, as well as carry out more decisions to boost socio-economic development and maintain defense and security. On behalf of the candidates, Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng thanked constituents for their practical ideas and recommendations. He stressed that there's much to be done to make the economy grow sustainably, better the building of the party and the political system, prevent corruption and wastefulness, and maintain national defense and security, national sovereignty and territorial integrity. The candidates affirmed that if elected, they will actively contribute to lawmaking and enforcement and coordinate with competent agencies to address voters' petitions. They promised to do their utmost to fulfill all tasks assigned by the party and state. A solemn ceremony was held in the northern border province of Điện Biên on May 7th to celebrate the 62nd anniversary of Điện Biên Phủ victory. State President Trần Đại Quang attended the event, among others. A speech delivered at the ceremony looked back on the historical milestones of the Điện Biên Phủ campaign, which led to the great victory after 56 days of fighting. The Điện Biên Phủ victory showed the glorious tradition of the Vietnamese nation, the sound leadership of the Communist Party of Vietnam and President Ho Chi Minh, the strength of the entire national solidarity, as well as the resolve of the people and army in the struggle for national independence. On this occasion, State President Trần Đại Quang presented a labor order, first class, to Điện Biên province in recognition of its efforts in resettling local residents for the building of Sơn La hydroelectric plant. Later on the day, President Trần Đại Quang had a working session with provincial leaders. Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Trần Văn Sơn briefed the President on Điện Bien's socio-economic achievements and efforts in ensuring security and defense in 2015. In the first months of this year, local authorities devised many solutions to promote trade and service activities and accelerate key projects such as the programs of rapid and sustainable poverty reduction, New Style Rural Area Building, the resettlement and socio-economic development plans. President Quang underlined the need for Điện Biên to focus on developing agricultural production and services together with restructuring agriculture, constructing infrastructure facilities for socio-economic and cultural development, effectively attracting investment and promoting new-style rural area building programs. He hailed important achievements made by the local party organization and authorities and residents in recent times, especially in economic growth expansion, per capita income improvement, poverty reduction, and vocational training, saying that those greatly contributed to the nation's development. The World Bank has recently approved more than $500 million in support for improvements to road and bridge connections, as well as flood control and sanitation conditions in Vietnam.
A $385 million results-based operation called Local Bridge Construction and Road Access Management will enhance road access and lower road users' transport costs in participating provinces. The project will fund the reconstruction or construction of more than 2,100 small bridges to isolated and impoverished communities across Vietnam. In addition, a flood risk and water management project worth $150 million will directly benefit inhabitants in flood-prone areas along the Phan River by strengthening flood risk management capacity and improving wastewater management in the northern province of Vĩnh Phúc. The project will also improve sanitation conditions for about 120,000 residents living in 4 towns and 33 rural villages, and support the province with the establishment of flood early warning and emergency response system and a river basin management mechanism.
Vietnam has decided to increase anti-dumping duties on cold-rolled stainless steel products imported from China, Indonesia, Malaysia and Taiwan. More details in the following report. The increase, based on the first period of review conducted by the Ministry of Industry and Trade, will be applied from May 14, 2016 to October 6, 2019. The investigation was carried out in October 2015 after domestic plaintiffs proposed the ministry to review the anti-dumping tax on cold-rolled or bared stainless steel products imported into Vietnam. Basing on the investigation results, duties levied on Chinese steel products will range between 17.47% and 25.35%. Indonesian steel products will be taxed at 13.03%, 9.96% higher than the previous level. Meanwhile, products from Malaysia will be levied at 9.55%, 1.16% lower than the previous figure. In 2015, Vietnam imported about 13.7 million tons of steel products, up 23% year-on-year. Steel imports from China amounted to more than 8.4 million tons, worth over $3.7 billion and accounting for 60% of Vietnam's imported steel. The figures represent a year-on-year increases of 57% in volume and 13.6% in value. Private low-cost carrier Viajet Air took almost 40% of the domestic aviation market share in the first quarter of 2016, up 6% from 1 year ago. The firm reported that it currently owns 36 A320 and A321 airplanes and operates nearly 250 flights every day on about 50 domestic and foreign routes. It has provided services for more than 20 million passengers since its inception in 2007. Nearly 1,700 flights carrying some 300,000 passengers were conducted by the airline during the 4-day holidays marking National Reunification Day and May Day. That number of flights increased by 686 compared to the same period last year. Viajet Air plans to launch its initial public offering in the next 3 months to sell 30% of its shares. It hopes to raise $800 million through IPO. In 2015, Viajet Air received the International Air Transport Association's certificate for operational safety audit. It also won the Best Asian Low-Cost Carrier title at the TTG Travel Awards. Every Picture Tells a Story is the name of an exhibition of Danish picture books and Danish-Vietnamese joint illustration works. The exhibition at the French Cultural Center Le Space in Hanoi is part of the European Literature Day.
Audiences have a chance to enjoy an exhibition of various Danish illuminated picture books. These are the works of 20 Danish illustrators, from the classic masters to one of Denmark's most beloved draftsmen of today. The exhibition will also present joint works by Danish and Vietnamese artists illustrating different Danish and Vietnamese proverbs. The exhibition is part of the European Literature Day that takes place in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City from May 5th to 12th. The Literature Festival, with contributions from 8 European countries, will be full of activities for book lovers, including book presentations, readings, workshops, exhibitions, and films. The annual European Literature Days have been organized since 2011.
Teaching arts to students, particularly music, is now a popular trend at schools worldwide. In Vietnam, music has been taught at many schools with the aims of boosting students' comprehensive development.
Lê Khánh Thư, a fifth grader at the Hanoi-based Bin School Primary School, is the member of the school's choir. Formed 3 years ago, the 106-member choir is the first of its kind in Vietnam. The model was put into the school's curriculum in a bid to have improved students' artistic sense, as well as developing their soft skills.
I joined the choir because I love singing and it offers me a chance to make friends with new peers. Singing in a choir requires not many artistic skills. Moreover, it helps children coordinate well with others as they are in a team.
Beyond in-school activities, the choir can join their peers from foreign countries such as the US and Germany in an annual exchange program called Music Without Border.
Through exchanges, the students will have a chance to learn various types of music worldwide. They will understand that music can connect all hearts, share the love, narrow all gaps, and make the world better.
The choir not only is a forum for its members to practice and become more mature through exchanges, but it also creates a good chance for parents to go along with their children.
We created a group on Facebook to share our feelings as well as of our children. More importantly, it provides us a forum for exchanging ways to accompany with our children.
Following rehearsals and preparations, the kids are now going on the stage. Today's performance brought together choirs from Vietnam and the Republic of Korea, making it a unique music treat.
You know, Vietnam is really nice country and I'm so happy to be here for performing, and I saw many people here. They are really kind people and, you know, really happy face.
At the end of the show, all voiced a Vietnamese song praising a world of peace, where children live in love, and music can bridge all distance, ages, and languages.
It's amazing as they live in a music cradle. I think my children learned a lot from this activity. The performance is so touched. I hope there will be more exchange programs like this to help the children nurture more love for music and learn the way to love people.
Alongside in-class curriculum, activities like this will help Vietnamese children to be more confident when the country is integrating deeper into the international community.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching. For more information, please log on to our website at vietnamplus.vn. We'll see you soon.